this one lady talking about fibrocystic breasts, and this is a common problem among women. What do you think? What do you think causes fibrocystic problems? Could I say it was the same thing that causes fibromyalgia? Could I say that it's the same thing that causes lupus? Could I say it's the same thing that causes all arthritises? Absolutely. So go back. Remember that the body, including the breast tissue, is nothing but a bunch of cells and two fluids. And there's how many sides to chemistry? Two. Now how simple is this? The human body is comprised of roughly 100 trillion cells that make up all the different tissues, organs and glands, whatever. You're only two fluids that take care of the health of them, just like taking care of your little children. At a certain point when they're infants, you've got to feed them and clean them until they can do it on their own. Your cells can't do it on their own. They always have to be taken care of. And that's the role of the two fluids. It's that simple. And so feeding the children, meaning the 100 trillion cells, you're learning that. And I love the fact that you guys are raw foodists. I love the fact that you guys are fruitarian thinkers. You can have some meat for those that do. Don't feel guilty. You know, you do your best. You do your best. But have that meat with a salad. And I remember one of these comments was about a primate family that eats meat and then puts leaves around it. I appreciate that comment, you know. Isn't it very unnatural to see a primate eating meat? I find that to be so unnatural that it's cannibalism. And National Geographic did a story on cannibalism, and this one tribe in New Guinea, the women got the human meat, but the warriors got the wild hog. The warriors were healthy and strong. The women were febrile, and the children were febile. And of course, they didn't realize in genetics they'll lose the warrior strength. Sad cases. And so there are some cannibalistic monkeys. There's that chimpanzee family, and I believe that this was the group that escaped from that research center, probably fed meat. It's like the chimp that ripped that lady's face off. The lady that was raising him fed him filet mignons and fed him wine and stuff. I mean, what was she thinking? What are we thinking when we look at the Homo sapien and the primates and think that they're carnivores and or even omnivores? Anthropologists used to call us omnivores. Omnivores? We're not omnivores. We eat omnivorish. Look what's happening to us. So you just can't do it. Fibrocystic breast, though, you got to go by the way of the kidneys. Remember how your lymph system works. Your cells eliminate waste. These wastes are picked up by the lymph fluids that flow around the cells. Remember, these interstitial fluids, or these fluids that flow around all your cells, are 75% lymph and only 25% blood, meaning that the body reveres the sewage system as much as or a lot more in a way than it does the blood. So it's a very intricate system. And a lot of people are always talking about their blood vessels, but they're never talking about their lymph vessels. Your body's full of lymph vessels, and these are your sewer pipes that carry these wastes to the lymph nodes. And remember, your lymph nodes are exactly the same thing as your septic tanks at your house. They're full of bacteria, and their job is to bring that roughly 3 pH acid chemistry from waste closer to 6. You don't want to hit the kidneys with too much of an acid waste, or you're going to hurt them. That's why, 3 pH chemistry, which is around most soda pops, very damaging to tissue. So when you look at the breast, you've got nothing but a bunch of cells, and you have all your septic tanks under your arm that drain your arm, that drain your breast, your part of your back, all drains into this huge bed of axillary lymph nodes, and then right off to your right kidney, and the same thing on the left side. That kidney is the key. If you have a tumor in your breast, if you have cysts in your breast, lumps in your breast, fibrocystic breast, this kidney ain't filtering. And it'll back up these lymph nodes first, and then that'll back up this. Everything backs up backwards. Takes time, but it'll really break you down. The same thing's true with fibroids in the uterus, ovarian cysts. Same thing, but for us men, it's the same thing with prostatitis and prostate. Same thing. Always the same thing. Now, I don't want you to tell too many people how simple this is. Kind of scary, isn't it? So, easy to remedy these fibrocystic breasts. She's got thoracic outlet syndrome. She had chronic insomnia. Now, panic attacks. Panic attacks, of course, is coming from the adrenal glands, real low blood pressures. If you think your blood pressure is high, once you fix that, you're going to have low blood pressure. This is adrenal glands, weak autonomic. But then here's the kidneys. Of course the kidneys and adrenals, your fibrocystic breasts. The other side of this is insomnia. This probably reaches, I don't know if you still have your tonsils or not. Those are the lymph nodes, at least some of the lymph nodes to the brain. You never remove lymph nodes. So when you remove tonsils or adenoids, then you're compromised at draining your cells in your brain of their sewage, and it backs up, affecting the pineal gland. So you can go down to the health food store and buy melatonin. The problem with melatonin, it's a hormone, and you never want to use that really, because you'll make your pineal gland even lazier. You want to get your brain detoxified. You use a glandular if you need to for the pineal gland.